Now invite Juliet Coleman from SecurityWomen to ask the next question. Please take the floor.
Thank you. Your Excellency, I'm Juliet Coleman, the Director of SecurityWomen. My question is, in an ever more volatile, dangerous world, how can women have a greater role in security sector institutions to enable a better security for every person in society? Women should be seen as equal partners in the protection of citizens and in the prevention of conflict. We particularly need more female peacekeepers, broadening the skill set within peacekeeping missions and helping prevent more confrontation and conflict. Security is seen as men's domain, but we need gender equality in all spheres of life, including in security sector institutions, to bring about a better security for everyone. Women's leadership is vital to change the culture of policing and armed forces across the world, where macho and aggressive masculinities have dominated for far too long, and violence against women and girls is not prioritised. We need to stamp out sexual harassment, abuse and discrimination within our security institutions and create an environment where women can thrive and be themselves. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that very important question. It just happens that today, 17th of November, is the 3rd anniversary of the new government in the Maldives. And Juliet, this question is so related to today, because today also we mark the 3rd anniversary of having our first female defense minister. This is the first time in the history of Maldives that we have a woman defense minister heading the forces. And I believe in 100% that women are often viewed as victims of conflict, but this view masks the important roles that women play as leaders, especially helping end conflict. While improvements have been made, women still remain, and this is throughout the world, women still remain underrepresented in public office, at the negotiating table, and in peacekeeping missions. During the high-level week, as I said earlier, we had about 8 heads of state, heads of government who were here. I made it a point to meet them collectively, to understand from them what are the challenges that they, as heads of states and heads of government, are facing because of their gender. I benefited from that interaction. After the high-level week, I have been to the United Arab Emirates, Serbia, Maldives, and Glasgow. Everywhere I met young women and girls and CSOs to understand what are the challenges they have. Now, one may think what I'm trying to relate to. The interesting thing is, it is the same message, same obstacles, same difficulties that the heads of states, heads of government, women, shared with me, that the young women in these countries whom I have been, and also from the scientists themselves, the women scientists, they all shared with me the same issues. This is how stereotyped this issue is. Yes, women are not regarded as proper to be heads of security agencies or defense ministers or peacekeepers. These are more seen as the realm of the men. But no, women actually perform better in negotiations, in peace building, in peacemaking, and conflict resolution. We need to do away with these stereotypes. And this starts here. And we need to keep on saying this, increasing awareness, and we need to say it more and more often in these halls at the United Nations. The Secretary General and I will do everything possible to make sure that this is the way forward, recognizing that sustainable security is not possible without the involvement of women. You would recall that the United Nations in October 2020 passed a Security Council Resolution 1325. The resolution calls for increased representation of women at peacekeeping, at peace negotiations, and at all levels of decision-making regarding security. So we have a bit of movement in that direction. Thank you.